Spacey Sims, and we're here with our new game, and I've already started trying to record this and wasted a couple minutes because, I'm gonna be honest with you, huge-ass negative to this game right off the fucking bat is I really don't like how their goddamn hotkeys are, because normally you right-click on a game and then it brings up the menu, and no, I gotta remember which fucking F key brings up the menu. I don't like that. I don't fucking like it. I just want to be able to right-click and bring up the menu. So, okay, I can go to the menu. Because the text skipping, when I started reading, I was like, this is so fucking slow, I'm gonna die. I need to skip faster. But I couldn't figure out how to get to the menu, and I was like, ah! And then I hit the accidental auto, and it was just a pain in the ass. So we're starting over. I only read like 2 lines before I accidentally started auto-skipping it, and I was like frazzled because I don't know how to bring up the menu. So I don't like that. I don't like that I can't configure the hotkeys. I do not like it at all. So, right off the bat, not going into this feeling great, but it's going to be a pain in my fucking ass. So, or like every other game has it, like has them along the things and everything, but maybe it would do it, and like maybe it doesn't do it for the intro, but it's like I couldn't stand how slow it was scrolling. So, anyway, that's my rant. So, this was the game that was voted on Twitter. I know I didn't put up a video, but it's just easier for me to slap shit up on Twitter. So, like, seriously, go follow me on Twitter if you want to be part of these votes. Because, like, I'm fucking lazy, okay? And doing the video takes some time and effort. And I got to put it together. And I got to have lots of thumbnails. And I got to give you more options. And, like, now it's like, look, you got 2 or 3 things to choose from on Twitter. It's just easier. And I only do it sometimes when I'm like, I really don't know what to play next. Like, I want to do I do this? Do I do this? Somebody else make the decision for me. So, look. 4 people fucking voted. This is what you get. So if you want a choice, get on goddamn Twitter and at least follow me so you have the votes. So I don't know. Or I would say leave suggestions if there's other games that you want to see and other people have them. Like, obviously, I have a fuck ton of games. We're going to be here for the rest of eternity doing this, okay? Like, you will be in hell with me watching all of these. I'm sorry, you're welcome. I don't know. But YouTube isn't letting me see my comments really easily, so, like, that's not going to help anybody, so I'm just saying. Like, they're just trying to make everything fucking difficult. But anyway, so, Steam Prison! I'm going to read you the setting thing. Hold on, I got to bring up Steam. Okay, so, there's a trigger warning on this, which we'll get to in a second, but the setting. There are 2 kinds of people, the rulers and the ruled. The heights are a gorgeous utopia, the depths a filthy industrial wasteland. Our heroine, raised in the heights, has nothing but contempt for those below. Now an observation mission requires her to descend into that world, and the gears of fate have begun to turn. So we get our comeuppance, which might be fun. But anyway, so here's the mature content description. Pay attention! Trigger warning! I have to yell it at you because I can't flash anything on the screen. I mean, I could, but you know I won't. So anyway, the developers describe the content as this. This title may feature mature content that may not be suitable for all audiences, including fictional depictions of intense graphic violence, non-consensual sexual violence, it would be helpful if I could have read that properly, and various forms of abuse. That's your trigger warning. If you can't handle this, please exit the video. There are exits to your front, 2 to the side, and 2 to the rear. Actually, it's really just the X in the upper fucking corner. So, if you can't handle that, please leave. Don't come at me because you didn't listen and now you're triggered by something in here. So, it's not my fault. It's not my fault, but hopefully nobody puts us in a fucking cage. Okay? Look, I can handle everything but that. Okay? But anyway, with this, it's not really a set route order, but there is a suggested route order. There are 2 routes that are the least spoilery, so they recommend, like, I mean, I guess you could do either one of them. But just to ensure that we don't do what we did at Nightshade and we get a super spoilery route right off the fucking bat, I am going to use the guide this time, because I tried. I was like, these are the choices that I make to not go to purposely try to get down someone else's route that's not spoilery, and we ended up in fucking mid-spoiler territory right off the bat. The fuck. Which, I mean, is okay. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm going to try to do this one the right way, so we are going to use a guide right off the bat, which is a little disappointing because I like going into it blind usually, but I mean, I'm blind in the sense that I don't know what the story is, but that's the fun part, right? So start. Okay, we didn't save our names. Okay, so This is triggering that fucking flashing. Okay, so yes. Cyrus is a pretty fly name. I like that. Spacey is better because we have to call ourselves Spacey, make it awkward as first. Tistella is just kind of... I don't like that. Okay. Now that I know F10 brings up the menu. Okay, cool. And F9 brings up the backlog, which is going to be a problem for me because that's how my recording software starts and stops recording. So, can I bring up the... I can't bring up the log. So we're going to hope that we don't have to need the log, because I'm pretty sure if I hit F9, my thing's going to stop, and then the log's going to... And it's going to be a fucking mess. But I can't change the options! And that fucking sucks. You should allow me to change the fucking hotkeys. Because that's just stupid. But anyway. Don't like that. Really fucking don't. So anyway. I can actually probably save it and just do this as a... Like... Just do this as opposed to recording it like I normally do. Like, this way if I move the game, or like if I accidentally click on Steam, it doesn't cover the screen. You know what I mean? You're always seeing the game whether I bring up Steam or not, and if I do it where I'm recording just an area, then, like, if I was just, say, recording this area, and I bring up Steam and it goes here, it would cover it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't like doing it that way, but I have to do it that way for other games, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. But for now, darkness. At first, there was nothing. Okay, so no, I did this. Oh my god. Seriously? Did I not fucking do this? Oh my god. I changed that! Oh, look, you can change the font too? That's neat! Cool. Text color change. I want to change. I want on. I don't know why. Yes, I guess. Oh. No, I don't want that. That's weird. I'm sorry. I don't want the text color change. Anyway. Okay. This is what I wanted. It was because it's scrolls so slow, and I thought I changed it, but I guess I changed it in a different part of the menu for the text. I don't know. Anyway. At first, there was nothing but a starless black void. Then I began to come back to my senses, starting with smell. I could smell dust. Okay, that's a little jarring. It's too fast now. I'm sorry. This is a pain in the fucking ass. Okay, let's try that now. I could smell perfume. That's better. Because I like the fading in and out. I don't want it just there, but I could smell I'm going to die. And a moment later, my sense of touch returned. My fingers were drenched in a warm liquid. As I flexed my knuckles, I came to an important realization. I existed. I was alive. I opened my eyes, letting light into the void. Are we us or are we someone else? Nope, we're us. I'm at home. My vision blurred every time I took a breath. It was hard to focus on anything. There was a stinging pain on the back of my head. But at least I had to get up. I took 2 deep breaths, then climbed to my feet. Standing proved easier than I'd expected. My mind was sluggish. My thoughts moved like mud. I didn't know why I was there. I didn't know how I'd come to be unconscious. I didn't know what. No, I knew what I could smell. I could smell blood. The fuck is the Mad Hatter doing up here? Oh. Okay, here we go. I don't think that... Well, I didn't try doing that, but that's... Okay, that's way too fast and triggery and, like, freaking weird. But anyway. I do like the... That's so fucking annoying. Hopefully the sound effects aren't too loud. I turned them down. They were like... But I still think they're loud. But anyway. I turned... There were 2 figures sprawled on the floor. Oh, no. No. It can't be. Father! Mother! Why? Who would do this? I couldn't imagine the culprit, much less the motive that was behind a shocking scene like this. Are we going to jail? Questions overwhelmed my thoughts like a noisy crowd. My heart began to race. Uh-huh. Maybe that's why we go on this mission, and that's why we hate the people that live down below, because they killed our parents. I don't know. My gaze caught that of my reflection. I had killed them. Interesting. This will probably be like copyrighted, this song, so hopefully we don't have to take it out. We'll find out, so I probably won't talk too much. I'll shut up now. Just so you know, Glasses asshole is obviously my favorite. Oh, this was 2 days before the case. He is also our first. Elk Creed is actually the first route we have to go down, so I guess I'm kind of excited about that, because he's totally like the Glasses asshole, and if he's not an asshole, I'm gonna be disappointed, but he's totally Glasses asshole, and like, hell yeah, bitch! Anyway. So I'm gonna guess the whole point of this game is somebody murdered our parents and framed us for it, and that's gonna be the figuring it out who did it, and better not be one of our boyfriends. That'd be interesting. Anyway. This is 2 days before, so. The time. It's already noon. I'd like to sleep a little more, but then I'll be late. I climbed out of bed. As I dressed, I checked what the sky was like out the window. It looks like a fair enough day. It didn't matter much to me what kind of day it was, except for those times when bad weather made my work difficult. That's it. I put on my familiar uniform and buckled my sword belt, then straightened up in front of the mirror. Okay, like, look, this bitch has swords and everything like that, and she's wearing, like, a fucking uniform with, like, sword. And if she can't fight, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like, look, I get it. The men have to come to our rescue, and, like, somebody's gonna have to get the upper hand. Like, okay, fine. But we better be able to kick some fucking ass and not be like, oh, I'm just so frail and delicate. Because she looks like she should know how to do this shit is all I'm saying. So. My skin was clear and healthy, and I was in high spirits. If nothing else, I never feel run down. My job required a lot of physical exercise. I couldn't compete with my colleagues in terms of physical strength, but my endurance and fortitude were excellent. The only remaining step in my routine was to comb my hair. All right, time for another day of work. I went into the dining room for a bite to eat, so it's kind of funny, though, that she's like, well, okay. It kind of, like, mother, father, like, we're rich people, obviously. But we still have a job, so we're not like a rich, sheltered princess, but we hate the poor people. It's kind of interesting. Usually you think she's like, I'm like a rich, sheltered princess, and I've never had to do anything for myself, and of course I hate the poor people, because, like, whatever. But she's not like that, and yet she still hates. I don't know. So, I mean, I don't know. She's still snobby, so it's interesting. The dining room where people will die in a few days. Good day, mother, father. I made sure to acknowledge the servants as well with polite nods. Oh, you're already awake. Our mother's name is Misty. That's so cute. Misty. Well, our name was Cyrus to begin with, which I also dig, don't get me wrong, but I can't spend the day sleeping. I'm on duty this afternoon. My mother knelt in front of a small statue to pray. I joined her and closed my eyes. May today be uneventful. We prayed... Oh my god, he's one of our love interests. I got really confused. Did you, from watching the beginning thing? I don't think I had to cut it out. I mean, maybe we muted the song, I don't know, but we won't know until it posts. Like, but he... Yune Sekie. It's hard when it's key. I can do keep, and then it's a. It's hard when there's a lot of vowels, but anyway. But Yune is one of our... Was he just named after the saint, or are we dating a saint? That's fucking... Intrigued. Fucking intrigued. Color me intrigued. Here we go. We prayed to Yune Sekie. He was our country's greatest saint. He was ageless and immortal, blessed by God. He was our Hierophant, and we worshipped him. Okay, so he's actually like a real dude. It's not like we're worshipping a saint, and then all of a sudden you're like, we prayed to Zeus! And then Zeus shows up, and you're like, wait, what? I wasn't... Dude, wow. So this is some intriguing shit. Anyway. I asked the servants to bring my meal. My father turned his attention away from the newspaper and towards me. I tensed a little. Keef? Keef? Who named these people? Who named these people? What kind of a name is Keef? That sounds like someone with a bad lisp trying to say Keith. Yo, Keith, what up? Or like Kiefer Sutherland. You just decided to call him Keith. Sup, Keith? He's like, my name's Kiefer. And you're like, no, it's Keith now. What the fuck? I'm sorry. The names are all over the place in this. Like, you have Yune Sekie, which is... sounds Japanese. And then you have Adage. I don't know if his name is supposed to be Adage, but that sounds worse than Adage. I can't figure it out. And then you have Eltcreed and Ulrich and what the hell's the other guy's name? Oh, Inez. So it's like they're all over the place in terms of naming. Like, it is not comprehensible at all. So, Keith, okay. I'm sorry. Just, that's weird. But anyway. You must be exhausted. You had the night shift as well, didn't you? Our parents seem so lovely and they're gonna die. Minus his bowl cut. Like, dude, what the fuck? Fix your hair and your name. There's no need for you to worry. Doing what I love is energizing, not exhausting. You might think so, but I have my doubts. Are you really getting enough rest? I sat down in a chair, nodding emphatically. You both worry far too much about me. I'm only gonna go mad and kill you in 2 days' time. I mean, obviously, we're being set up, but it's still interesting. There isn't any reason to. You can see for yourselves how healthy I am. We had a variation of the same conversation almost every day. It's heartwarming that they care so much about me, but I'm an adult. I know my limits. There's truly no cause for concern. I'll complete my duties and then I'll There's truly no cause for concern. I'll complete my duties and then come back just as I always do. Duties? Why do you insist on joining the police force? You could have followed in my footsteps if you wanted. No, I'm afraid I couldn't have become a politician. Sitting still irritates me, and being quiet for hours would have been unbearable. Girl, feel you there. I know, but being a police officer is so dangerous. Mother, we went through this a long time ago. My reason then still stands. I want to protect the weak. Even if we never see eye to eye, you agreed to support me in my ambition. Please don't go back to trying to dissuade me from it. You're right. I'm sorry. I'll try not to. Our mom is so great. I fucking love her. She's like, honey, it's dangerous, Mom. Okay, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'll support you in whatever you want to do. I appreciate it. And I'm deeply grateful that you've given me the freedom to pursue this career, despite my high birth. Thank you. You've always been a stubborn girl. If we can't convince you, we have to support you. And now in other matters. Yes? I have a bad feeling. I began to eat as I waited for my father to speak. You really need to try on the wedding dress. It choked on my food. My mother nodded as I sputtered. Yes, today. You haven't forgotten the wedding, have you? Maybe a little. And that's the thing. So our future husband, obviously we're not going to marry him. He apparently has a route in the Japanese version, but doesn't have a route in the English version. So, hope you don't like him. Because he doesn't get a route, I think. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be our betrothed here. We'll find out when he shows up, but Finn, whoever he is, I'm assuming it's our betrothed. Yeah, he doesn't have a route, which is weird. It's really odd. So, I don't know why they decided to be like, nah, fuck that guy. So, anyway. I gave a wry grin, wiping away the tears from my coughing fit. Really now, you understand that this is your own wedding we're talking about here, don't you? Somewhat. I suppose. My girl, even if you're not yet 20, you're an adult. And this is about your future. How can it just slip your mind? I'm sorry. In my country, adulthood begins at 16. Once compulsory education comes to an end. At that age, we can find employment, drink alcohol, and the temple begins to send out marriage notifications. It's not like I think of myself as a child. I don't know what to say. My father pressed the attack with a broad smile. Marrying Fitzgerald Evans, uniting our family tree with the Evans family, is a true honor. Maybe his name is Fitz. Well, his name is Finn. Maybe we call him Finn. Yes, it says Finn isn't a proper love interest. Okay. So, like... Oh, the first few choices of the game will only influence dialogue, not the story or relation... I'm assuming relationship, blah, blah. Finn isn't a proper love interest. Just pick what you want. Okay, so... We don't get to... Our first choices don't make a damn difference. So we'll just have fun and choose whatever we want. Anyway. So I'm assuming Finn is Fitzgerald. I want to proceed with the ceremony preparations as swiftly as possible, so as to avoid any possible insult to them. And for that, you must try on the wedding dress. Understand? Yes. Their stares made me feel deeply uncomfortable. If I'd attempted to drag any of the servants into the discussion, they'd have taken my parents' side for certain. What am I going to do? Oh, my colleague is here. Goodbye! And the dress! Have a wonderful day, both of you! Goodbye! That girl, does she really understand, I wonder? Maybe that's why I murdered my parents. Maybe Finn murders my parents because he doesn't want to marry me either. I'm sure because everybody's like, why doesn't Finn have a route? That Finn is actually like great, wonderful softie. That's why everybody loves. You know, there's always that route that people like the side piece that doesn't have a route, and everyone's like, why doesn't he have a route? He's like the greatest character in here. So, like, Tokugawa is fucking Nightshade. Why didn't he have a route? He's like so great. He's beautiful. Why doesn't he have a route with Hanzo? Why can't I just watch the two of them fall in love? Because that's what I want. Like, never got my man arrow. Anyway. Except for maybe in fashioning a little missile on someone. We'll see. I don't know which guy this is. He might have shown up in the thing, and he might not. So I don't really know if he's one of our dudes. I'm just going to talk normal for a while until we get to know him. I mean, Glasses Asshole has the Glasses Asshole voice. There's a one voice for those. Him, he just seems kind of nice, I guess, but we'll figure out if he's a love interest. Otherwise, it doesn't fucking matter what his voice is. Good morning. It's an honor to serve with you. Finn! Oh, no, Finn. Oh. So Finn is the... Oh, this... Okay, so Finn is not the guy we're supposed to marry. That's why I was like Fitzgerald and we call him Finn. So this is... Oh. So this is like... Okay. All right, this is the guy that doesn't have a route in this version, but okay. But... Well, then why doesn't our future husband have a route? He's the one that murders our parents because he doesn't want to marry us, isn't it? All right, there you go. Did I just spoil the game? Don't tell me. Just don't. Let's just see what happens. Anyway. Thank goodness you're here. Oh, thank God you're here. You're my savior. Savior? My gallant knight, come to save me from obnoxious parents. Great job, Finn. You'll make it far in the force. Euclid? Finn Euclid? Thank you, but I'm not a knight. I don't understand what's happening, but I'm glad if I could be of service to you. Let's go then. Sure, time to protect peace and fight crime. Yes, Finn agreed, smiling softly. Finn's last name was Euclid, and he was a rank 1 officer at the temple like me. Look, I'm just making up fucking shit with the names, okay? Because I don't even know. It's probably like fucking like Smith because, you know, shit's spelled weird. Well, I'm sure it's something like Euclid. Sounds close enough, right? Under ordinary circumstances, police officers always patrolled in pairs. Finn was my partner, and we had been serving together since the beginning. Why do they put most impossible names? Like, I get it when they're Japanese names, because it's like, figure Japanese people know how to pronounce Japanese names, and it's only hard for me. But then they put names like this, and you're like, do you know how to pronounce that? Because I don't think you do either. Why are you doing this? I mean, Finn is one thing, but like, they're like, let's just put a bunch of fucking, yeah, that sounds like a great name. Nobody knows how to pronounce that except for like, you put like a German name in there, like, only German people know how to pronounce that. What the fuck are you doing, Japan? Stop it. Put Japanese names in there, because at least I can sort of fuck that one up a little bit less. Serious. So confusing. Why are they like, we just want to fuck with our voice actors who have to come in and try to pronounce some of this shit. Anyway. Finn was my partner, and we'd been serving together since the beginning. He was 4 years older than I was, though. Despite our ages, I thought of him as a younger brother because of his gentle and quiet personality, and this is why everybody loves him. He's the sweetheart. If Finn hadn't arrived, who knows how that would have ended. Marriage. I didn't actually forget about trying on the dress. I mulled over what my parents had said, sighing. Finn didn't hide his worry as he walked beside me, asking questions in his timid way. And it doesn't make sense that Finn isn't a love interest, or they took his route out, because he's like a friend, we work with him, and it's kind of like a forbidden thing because he knows that we're probably getting married. I don't know, it kind of makes it, I kind of want that one now too, I don't know. Has something happened between you and your parents? Yeah, they told me to go and try on some dress again. Why are you laughing? Oh, I'm sorry. It's unusual to see you frustrated by anything, Lady Spacey. It's amusing. I may not fully understand since I'm a man, but is trying on a dress difficult? Nah, I don't hate it because it's difficult. Oh, when I said dress, I meant wedding dress. Wedding, I see. You're not particularly interested in marrying Lady Spacey? He was like, oh, because I was hoping you'd marry me. Sorry, Finn, not today. Not particularly. Not at all is more like it. Don't you think it's pretty annoying? I don't know. My friend's sister was looking forward to it for a long time. Looking forward to it? It's just a pain, isn't it? I kind of dig her a little. First, there are all these meetings, like when you see him for the first time, then you have to prepare for some stupid ceremony. There's so much dumb stuff for something that's just meant to continue the family. And you know what? It's not even like you're choosing to marry out of love. It's like, oh, then there's a meeting to meet him, and he's like, wait, so, I mean, like, what? He's like, I don't have to deal with that. I'm not rich. Trying on the dress is just part of that. I've had to try on a whole bunch already. I'm not a doll, you know? I want to focus on police duties instead. I feel like that's better for myself and for the country. Don't you agree? That's all very like you. Of course it is. I said it. I nodded at Finn in agreement. The problem is my parents. Especially my mother. She's just way too happy. You'd think it was her who was getting married, not me. Yes, well, I can't blame her. Your husband, he's from a good family, isn't he? Lord Fitzgerald Evans, yes. Evans. That's more than just a good family, then. They live in an entirely different world from me. What are you talking about? I'm marrying a human, not a saint, but we're gonna do that later at some point. Just saying. I think he's the last route. I suppose, but the Evans family are peers of the realm. I'd hesitate to even talk to them, I think. Hold on. Hold on. Eldcreed, Ulrich, added. Yeah, I think Yune is the last route, so. Which would make sense, because he's like the saint, and that would be like, I don't know. Did he kill our parents? What's with the wall? Are we keeping out fucking like giants? Are we, is this like Attack on Titan? Are we just keeping out the Titan? Is that what's happening here? Is that keeping the riffraff out? I don't know. Anyway. Are they really that imposing? Nobility only really exists in name these days. Even my family has some titles. It isn't merely a name. I'm sure your manners are a different class to mine. Not that I'd be able to tell being lowborn. Oh, we'd be slumming it. I love it. At any rate, it's a fortuitous marriage, I think. Yeah, for the Tistella family anyway. But for me... You hesitate? I gave Finn a pained grin. Let people marry whoever the government designates and have children. I understand this is very important for the future of the country, but as a wife, it'll be expected for me to quit my job when it's time for me to devote myself to motherhood. But when I think about having to leave the work I love, even temporarily, in the not-so-distant future, all I feel is annoyed. Girl, I love how this is. She's not like, oh, this is my life. She's like, fuck this shit. Fuck the patriarchy. I kind of love it. She's like, I don't want to be just a fucking womb. Fuck is that bullshit? I love doing this job. I want to beat the shit out of people. Take down some criminals. Bust a cap in someone's ass. Okay, or stab them because I don't have a gun. I have a sword. But, like, whatever. Like, I want to stab some motherfuckers. And, like, now I gotta, like, breed babies. And, like, what the fuck is that shit? I'm with you. I'd rather stab motherfuckers than breed babies, too. Well, I mean, like, I don't want to stab anybody. But I'm just saying. Like, if my choice was, like, go out there and stab some motherfuckers or breed babies, I just... Well, I'm too old for either one, so, like, because I'm like, stab motherfuckers a bit. The draft isn't... I'm too old. Too old for the draft, and I'm too old for babies, so, like, pretty much set on that, so I just... I'm old, and you should revere me, children. Worship Grandma Spacey. But I like that she's like, now fuck this shit. I don't like this life. And I see. I wish I was like you. Like me? Yeah, like you. I wish I was a dude. Men aren't as directly involved with the business of parenting when they're fathers as women have to be as mothers. You don't have to step away from your job. Saying this bullshit. But they should be pissed too. Like, what, so I can't care for my kids? No, you have to go be manly. Like, that's unfortunate. Kids need their dads too. Goddamn old-fashioned world. You don't have to sacrifice your own desires for society. Wish I'd been born a man. I know, right? But like a fabulous one. But like still one where we could date all these hot dudes. Wouldn't work that way, would it? That wouldn't be ideal. Why not? Because you are who you are. I can't imagine any other Lady Spacey. Finn? He's in love with us. He's so in love with us, and we don't get to date him. It's depressing now. Anyway, I prefer the current Lady Spacey, so please don't talk like that about yourself. I'm sorry. He's like, if you were a dude, it'd be really weird. I guess I'm okay being gay. You totally are okay being gay, Finn. Shh. Finn. He apologized again and bowed his head. You are so stupidly serious. He was older, taller, and stronger physically than me. But I couldn't remember a time when he wasn't soft-spoken, second-guessing himself with every word. I suppose it shows how honest he is. Finn, aren't you forgetting something? I poked him in the side. He turned his head towards me. I'm your colleague. I've already told you a few times that you shouldn't call me lady. Finn covered his mouth with his right hand, startled by his own habitual mistake. What did I forget? You forgot to kiss me hello. Work husband. I'm sorry. As the daughter of the Testella family, Lady Spacey. I mean, you live in a different world from me, Spacey. So Alright. I know you care deeply about a person's birth and bloodline. But now I'm your colleague, your partner. But right now, sorry. It puts me on edge to be called Lady Spacey by you all the time. Can you at least try to be a little less stiff? Gekamara right here. Sorry, I'm just saying. It's Gekamara. Yes, I shall. Spacey. Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to try it. Wow, that makes me blush. He's kind of adorable. Really? Finn. Yes? Finn. What is it? I'm trying to understand you. I'm not blushing, though. Finn. I'll be the one blushing again if you keep saying my name. He is so in love with us. God. I see. Still don't get it. Oh well, let's go, Finn. Roger. He's like, I love you so hard and you don't even see it. We're totally clueless. I love it. At the center of our country was the temple. Almost all public servants, including the police officers, worked inside its walls. Please don't scream. It had been 2 years since I became a rank 1 police officer. Going to the temple every day had become familiar routine. Sorry to keep you waiting, Finn. Here's our patrol route for today. Oh, that's me. Here's our patrol route for today. I see. It's around the market. Doesn't your family live around here? We could drop by. No, Ah, Tistella, Euclid, I've been looking for you. Sir Cordoa? Sir Cordoa. That's so hard to say. Not Cordoa, but Sir Cordoa. Sir Cordoa. It's really fucking hard. The large frame of Cordoa Hase swayed toward us. A rank 3 police officer, he was our direct superior. He looks like a giant muffin. And I don't mean that because he's like a little chubby. I mean, he looks fucking adorable and squishy, and I just want to hug him. Don't you think he's like... I hope he's a nice guy. Because he looks like a nice guy that gives nice hugs. And if he is a mean dude and he's involved, I'm going to be disappointed. You can't... Like, there are some people you're like, that asshole killed our family, I know. But if it's him, I'm going to be so proud of this game for throwing me for a loop. Because I think he's just the nice guy that you're going to be like, Cordoa, and he's like, it's okay, Spacey. Give you a hug, it's okay. Like, doesn't he just looks like a nice guy? What is it, Sir Cordoa? I'm sure you remember the Rank 2 promotion examinations concluded recently. I want to discuss the results. He turned and began to walk away again immediately. Examination results aren't exactly something we can talk about in the hallway. I glanced at Finn and we followed Sir Cordoa together. Oh my god, did we make Rank 2? Did we make Rank 2? Oh my god, did we? Whoa, he took us into a bedroom. What kind of room is this? Quarters for foreign visitors. The meeting rooms are all in use right now. We'll use this room for the moment. You're like, what? Like, I don't want to be Rank 2 that bad, Cordoa, no offense. You seem like a nice guy, but I'm not into that. He's like, whoa, 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 back it up. It's for Finn and me. I have played too many inappropriate games. So, these are certainly well appointed for guests. That bed looks very soft. I wish they'd funnel the money they spend onto this into our equipment instead. Oh well. I mean, this room looks pretty basic, so. It's not like gilded with gold everywhere, so. Are you ready to hear the results of your promotion examinations? Yes, always. He's like, you failed. All right, good job. You seem very composed, Tistella. Nothing I do will change things now. I did everything I could. I'll accept whatever results I get. I'd have expected nothing less of you, Tistella. Euclid, on the other hand. The promotion examination... starting to sweat. Finn, for the love of God. Euclid is also being his usual self. Well, on to the results. Tistella, Euclid. You've both passed. Congratulations. I really was hoping he's like, you both failed, but I'm proud of you anyway. You suck and you're going to be put to execution. Just feel like he'd be jolly at telling us everything, so. Really? We did it, Lady Spacey. I mean, Spacey. Yeah. Good job, Finn. You worked hard. No, I didn't do... Oh no, I'm not letting you get away with that. I know you studied so much that you went without sleep. Well, I didn't want to be a burden on you. A burden? Finn, you need to take more pride in what you do. You're more competent than you think. Oh my god, this is why he loves us so much. We are so fucking, like, supportive of him, and we just don't even realize that what we are doing to this poor man. Oh my god. Just the other day... please wait until later with the chatter. I still have some more to say. Oh, apologies. Please continue, Sir Cordoa. He nodded and handed each of us a white envelope. This is your provisional promotion certificate. Try not to lose it until you receive the real one. This serves another purpose as well. It's an observation permit for the depths. The depths? Finn and I both gulped when we heard that word. And the depths, where we send our criminals? Precisely. Every officer who passes the promotion examination must then undertake an observation mission. Once you come back, you'll officially be Rank 2 officers. And then I'll kill my parents. What? I see. Okay, so the depths is just where the criminals go, not just poor people. Or is it poor people? Because you know what I mean? It makes it sound like in the thing that it's like, that's where the poor people live, and you're like, poor people. But it's criminals. So somebody's pissed at us, and they frame us for murder, and then we have to go to the depths. That's gonna suck. Interesting. You're asking the two of us to go into a den of criminals? Isn't that dangerous? Spacey's over there like, bring it the fuck on. And he's like, I don't wanna. I couldn't blame Finn for being afraid. The depths were a long way from our country. Everyone I knew had been taught from a young age to fear the depths. When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me that if I did something bad, he would send me to the depths where the demons live. Whoa! I thought your dad was nice. That's fucking harsh. Spacey, if you do something wrong, I'll send you to hell. I mean, that's basically like, I knew that if ordered, I would go. I suspect we're sent there precisely because it's dangerous. Am I correct, Sir Cordoa? Yes, after promotion you'll be given important assignments. We may require you to handle extremely vile criminals in future, and it's imperative that you see where we send them. I understand. Finn, you're going as well, right? Yes, I can do it. Pull yourself together. You won't be going alone. I'll be there with you. The two of us can handle it, don't you think? Yes, I think I'll be fine when I'm with you, Spacey. He's such a butterball. Relax, Euclid. We have a guide for you there. A guide? Yes, there are guards that keep the criminals in check. They'll protect you. I'm assuming that would be Ulrich and Eltcreed, because they were the first two routes, and I'm assuming that in 2 days' time, we end up in jail. And that's why I'm something so. Well, because obviously Yune is the fucking whatever, the saint, so obviously he's not going to be there, but. And the other two, I don't know who they are, so. Maybe they all are. But anyway. Almost everyone who goes on these observation missions comes back in one piece. Almost everyone. I mean, he's being honest, but it's still not helping Finn over here. You'll be fine as long as you don't do anything foolish. Almost everyone, huh? I'm a competent sword fighter. I'll protect myself and Finn. I'll protect you too, Spacey, even at the cost of my life. Excellent. Your observation mission begins tomorrow. The details are on your temporary permit. Please read it carefully. Roger. One day before we stab our parents. Someone else. This is literally like Nightshade over again, except for we're not framed for the murder of the leader of the country. We're framed for the murder of our parents. So I'm just saying. After Sir Cordoa left, Finn murmured something about the depths. Maybe the criminals aren't running the show there, but I can't imagine it's a safe place. Let's both be on our guard. Finn nodded at me, then put the envelope away. But we can make plans for tomorrow later. We have work to do today. Finn with his, supposed to be blonde, but it looks green hair. I'm assuming this all... So, the Mad Hatter... Moving this is just really annoying. The Mad Hatter in that photo, it's like, did I might have said that the first time I started trying to record the beginning, and then I couldn't figure out how to stop, and then it was like a mess. But that picture in the background, it was like, he's just like the fucking Mad Hatter in our damn dining room, and there he is again, and I'm assuming that's Yune. You don't see him with a hat on in this thing, so. It looks like it's quiet. It's as quiet as usual. The daytime shifts are good like that. Nothing much happens. As Rank 1 officers, the majority of our assignments were patrols. We just had to do rounds of the inner city, resolving anything that might require our attention. We won't have the chance to patrol as often once we're promoted. Probably. I hear that Rank 2 is mostly office work and investigations. Do you like this better? Yeah, I like these assignments. But of course it's important to investigate big crimes. But I like being on patrol and looking at things the same way as ordinary citizens. Feels very meaningful. Always faithful, huh? Yeah, always faithful. As police officers, we serve the people. I want to remember that even if I get promoted. You look as dashing as always, my lady. Is this our future husband? Lord Fitzgerald. I turned. I knew this man. His name was Fitzgerald Evans. He was the heir apparent of the Evans family and worked as a secretary for his politician father, Warner Evans. He was also my betrothed. I don't dislike him, but... We'd met each other a few times, even before our engagement, but hadn't been well acquainted. I think he murders our parents and frames us, because we don't have a route with him, and it's not even like... Finn is a possibility. He's not at all. Finn was just cut out, but Fitzgerald was never part of it, so I'm just saying. Now I'm suspicious. We'd spent our childhoods in the same schoolhouse, and occasionally conversed at dinner parties. He was a pleasant, soft-spoken man. There was little to find disagreeable about him, but it doesn't make me want to marry him. Since the prospect of marrying him didn't sit well with me, even talking on the street with him made me a little uncomfortable. Especially because he's so prim and proper and, like, soft-spoken. Finn is like that, but he's also a police officer, so he's obviously got some strength and spunk, and he's just like, oh, whatever. Like, she needs someone who's a little tougher. Just guessing, because she's a police officer and she wants to beat the fuck out of people with a sword, so I'm just saying. I would have liked to invite you for tea, but it seems you're working. A pity. Yes, perhaps another time. Fitzgerald agreed with a smile. Then he turned to Finn. Honestly, though, his hair is way fucking better than Finn's. Like, Finn's hair is green, and it's just flat and bleh. But, like, his hair is actually decent. So, like, they should have given Finn Fritz's hair, or Fitz's hair, whatever his name is. Good day. You are... My apologies. I've forgotten your name. Wow, Dick. Oh, I'm Finn Euclid. Ah, yes. Your family owns the Euclid Company. It's amusing, really. The Tistellas and the Euclids are both well-respected lineages, and yet neither of their children are joining the family business. I fail to see the strangeness. We're guaranteed professional freedom by law. Yes, but ordinary children follow in the steps of their parents. Most choose the safest and most stable route. Why does he sound kind of girly? I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well... Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to upset you. I think you did. I think you're a bit of a dick. If this is what you had hoped and wished for, then I think it's wonderful that you were able to pursue it. You're saying this nicely now and you were going to be inappropriate, aren't you? Excuse me. Good day, my lady. Yes, good day to you. I liked black tea, but I didn't feel... Wait. I liked black tea, but I did not feel drinking it with Lord Fitzgerald. The pressures of protocol and suitable conversations would have made me feel self-conscious. Good thing I'm on duty right now. I watched Lord Fitzgerald walk away deflated with relief. He's pretty cool. Really? Absolutely. He's very refined and kind, and despite his high birth, he talked to me. I see. If you like him so much, maybe you should marry him. That's like a quip that's in so many things, but it's kind of funny. I like it. What? But I can't. Why are you so serious? I know you can't. You make a nice pair with how highly you think of him, that's all. I only gave credit where it's due. Do you dislike him, Lady Spacey? Don't call me a lady. Finn gave me another quick apology. He's like, but I can't. I would if I could, but I can't. They won't let me. Is he disappointed because he wants to marry him secretly? I'm just saying. In response to his question, I shook my head. I don't dislike him. I think he's very agreeable. I'm surprised he was paired with a tomboy like me. It's not that I can't accept him personally. It's that I can't accept having to marry. Spacey. I can't spend all my days complaining, though. This marriage is ordained by law. As a police officer, I uphold the law. What kind of police officer would I be if I don't accept this? The kind who murders your parents. All right. This evening, I'm going to try on the wedding dress. Will you come with me, Finn? Gladly. Thanks. That'll help. And he's going to just imagine you in that dress marrying him and just have a little whack-off session at home later because he's so fucking in love with you. It's not even funny. But we can't date him, so we'll just imagine what his route's like. The country's going to pick my husband for me. Why can't it pick my wedding dress, too? If it decided everything for me, I could just accept my fate. Think of it like thorough foot patrols. Think of it like thorough foot patrols. Not everything can be made better by making it more efficient. I see. I suppose you have a point. So when is the marriage ceremony? Beats me. What? It's your wedding. Well, it's not a very high priority for me. Finn gave me an exasperated smile. I can't blame him for being a little fed up. The conversation was starting to feel awkward. I decided to change the topic. Didn't the thing say, was it 2 weeks prior or was it 2 days prior to the murder? 'Cause, like, I'm just saying. I've seen, like, well, maybe that's, okay. I've seen like, in the guide, there's a CG of her standing there in a wedding dress, but maybe that's when she tries it on for Finn, with Finn there, because it is Finn in the background of it. So maybe that's why I thought he was supposed to be her husband or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, the conversation was starting to feel awkward. I decided to change the topic. Right. What about you? Finn looked at me quizzically. I ran into your father the other day. He told me your own wedding has been postponed. Yes, I didn't feel I was secure enough yet to marry. Secure? I wasn't sure whether I could be head of a household as a rank 1 officer, but we used an exception in the law to postpone the wedding. Okay, this makes me actually be with everybody else in the everybody else Finn boat. That makes me want to route with him, because this would be so fucking impossible. Like, we're supposed to get married, and then he's supposed to and then we fall in love with, oh my god, this is why everybody wants this route, because it'd be so angsty. We'd be ruining two other, oh my god. Anyway. Oh, we talked to the other family about it, of course. They understand that it's important I have a stable life first, but this is so fucked up that they still force you to marry someone instead of letting you marry who you want. Like, wow. An exception in the law. I see. I didn't realize that was possible. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. A stable life, huh? Well, you passed the promotion exam. That should do wonders for your salary. Oh, yes, I suppose. The government might withdraw the postponement once I'm promoted, since it doesn't fit the population plan. I see. Finn's getting married. Why is that so funny? He doesn't want to get married. He wants to marry us. I'm laughing because I'm pleased. My wonderful partner is getting married. Congratulations. I'm not so sure. Besides, you don't even like your own wedding. No, that's a completely different situation. You're 4 years older than I am. Our ranks might be the same, but I'm going to use you as a mentor and learn from your example. Walk proudly into the harbor of marriage, Finn. I'll follow in your footsteps eventually. You're clearly making fun of me, but I'll do my best. Yes, I have high hopes. So what's she like, the woman you're marrying? So far you've always deflected that question. You better spit it out now. She... Ah! Did you hear that? Something happened. He's like, oh, thank God. He's like, I've never met her. There! The woman! Are you hurt, my lady? Oh, that's me. Are you hurt, my lady? I'm okay, but my... What happened? That man took my bag! We looked in the direction she was pointing. We could only see his back, but he was carrying what looked like a bag. Finn, let's get him! Roger. It's hard to squeeze through this crowd. I took my whistle and blew it as hard as I could. The crowd parted at the sound. Thank you! Let's split up. Spacey, go straight here. Finn ran into a side road. Finn knows more about this area than I do. Hoping he'd be able to find his way back to me, I kept following our target. Surrender! If you give yourself up quietly, you won't... You won't catch me! What? The man began to throw items at me from the street stalls. I had to be careful not to trip over anything underfoot. Theft alone wasn't enough. You had to add obstruction of justice and property damage. You won't escape. I raced down the street after the man. I was closing in on him. I can do this. Just as he was almost in my grasp, he threw the bag at me. What? The bag sailed through the air over my head, landing behind me. I'm supposed to retrieve the bag, but if I stopped to pick up the bag, he would escape. I had to choose between that and catching him. Oh, you seriously fucking kidding me? The first few choices of the game will only influence dialogue, not the story or relationships. Okay, so. Oh my god, what do I do? I hate this. It doesn't change anything but the dialogue. Okay, but like, here's the thing. Maybe Finn will get him and we'll be like, I got the bag, glad you got him. But if we keep going after him, would Finn get the bag? Would somebody steal the bag? You know what, let's just retrieve the bag. Let's just retrieve the bag. That's what we're supposed to do. I don't want to give it the chase, but returning the bag was our priority. As I turned, a large shadow loomed beside the man. You're not getting away. I assumed it was Finn, but... His shadow was Finn. Okay. He slammed into the man's side and pinned him to the ground. See, that's what I was thinking. We get the bag, he gets the man. You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can be used against you. You have the right to seek a lawyer. Finn read the man his rights, restraining him despite his struggles. I watched them as I picked up the bag. Nice work, Finn. Thank you. I'm glad the bag is undamaged. Yeah, let's return it to its owner. All right, you stand up. The man was kneeling on the ground. Finn made him get to his feet. The man moved slowly, resigned to his fate. Finn took a deep breath. I saw something white in his hair and reached for it. Oh no. What is it? There's something in your hair. We brush his hair and a magic moment happens that we can't have. A feather? Oh, I ran through a chicken shed on the way. A chicken shed? Yes, it was a shortcut. I was able to lie in wait here. I see. A geographical advantage. If you want to get pretentious about it, then sure. I'm blushing. Finn laughed uncomfortably and ruffled through his own hair. All right, let's go back to the lady. Yeah. It's actually pretty good so far. I mean, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Hello, we've caught the criminal and retrieved your bag. It seems to be undamaged. Would you please check the contents just in case? Yes, it's all there. Thank you. How can I repay this? You don't need to. It's our job as police officers to keep the peace in this town. I threw a glance at Finn. He realized what I wanted and straightened out his back. Everyone, thank you for your assistance in apprehending this criminal. Finn and I both put our left hands on the hilt of our swords and saluted. The crowd applauded. A lot of people sneer at patrol work. There wasn't much I valued more than that applause and that happiness of those it protected. I loved my job. The end. Handing him over took longer than I expected. Yes, I couldn't believe how many other offenses there were on his record. Were on record, sorry. Got that right. We can be proud of ourselves for catching someone like that. Let's make this country a better place together. Yes. I'm interested to see who this is. Why, hello there. You look as fired up as always, honey. This man. I told you before not to call me that. Oh, is he one of our boyfriendos? Senkable? Ark? Senkable? What is with these names? Did you just throw shit at the walls? Okay, no. He's not, thank God. A man called Senkable Ark. If he's not a skeezy scumbag with a name like Senkabolt, I don't even know. Walked towards us with an easygoing air. He was a rank 1 officer as well, and our colleague. He was a reasonably good officer, but his personality generated a lot of friction. I really hate this man. Oh, he's not the one that gets rapey with us. Is that creepy? I couldn't just ignore him, though. I swallowed down my ire as I spoke to him. Being passionate about one's work hardly seems bad. Absolutely, honey. Thanks for your dedication. It raises the prestige of the entire police force when you two work like hamsters in a wheel. But you know, you're a woman. Sooner or later you'll get married or something and leave. And then our arrest numbers will fall again and all that hard-won prestige goes down the drain. What are you getting at? That I'm better than all the men here? Huh. See, I would be so annoyed at this, like, sexist bullshit. Like, sooner or later, they'll just get married and want to have babies. I will fucking you know, but that's true, though. It's kind of forced on me. I don't have a choice here. I'm saying that this isn't the place for you. I don't know what kind of... He's got to have a slimier voice, but I just can't, so... I bit my lip so I wouldn't snap back at him. Ark snorted and turned his attention towards Finn. You sure have it rough, Finn. I feel for you. Having to escort the princess around while she acts like a lawkeeper. Seriously, you got the shortest of straws. Ark? Oh, did I get that wrong? You seem pretty happy hanging out with her. Like a little kid running after his mother. You dare to insult not only me, but Finn as well? You will pay for this. Oh boy, you should put that away again. I say that for your sake. I'm not the one in danger here. If you injure me, getting kicked out of the force is going to be the least of your troubles. He might be involved in murdering my parents too. He's right. Please sheath your sword. But, please calm down. Let's go, Spacey. Fine. And good day to you, model officers. I really hate that man. His sarcastic laughter rang behind us. Boop, boop. So we're going to find out about our orders and everything in the next part. So I'm actually intrigued. This is actually pretty good so far. And, I mean, I know that the mystery is going to be who really killed our parents. But if it's, like, Chubby McCuteface, I'm going to be kind of sad because he's adorable. Like, Cordoa, is that what his name is? I love him. He should be our jolly best friend. Like, I love him. He seems nice. He seems like a nice, jolly character, and I don't want him to be evil because that would make me sad. If it's our future husband, wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying. I could suspect him, and I could suspect, like, Snakebolt over there. Snackbolt? What the fuck is his name? Sinkable? Art? What the fuck kind of... The names in this are just gonna fucking kill me. Anyway, Snakebolt over here. Like, he's Shady McShaderson, so... Yeah, but anyway. So, I'm assuming in the next part we'll be going down into the depths, and it sounds like we're going on, like, a fucking deep dive mission here, like, but we'll be going down into the depths, and we might meet one of our future boyfriendos, because I'm assuming Elkcreed and Ulrich are some of the guards down there, and Elkcreed is actually our first route, so I really hope we meet Glass's asshole in the next part. I'm so excited. Anyway, so I will see you guys next time. I hope you're enjoying this, because I am. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.